Hi guys, are you surprised? Welcome back to this YouTube. Hi guys, are you surprised? Welcome back to this YouTube channel. I'm not the owner, so I'm gonna call out for the owner.
Tada! Oh, you've already been welcome to the channel. So today I want us to be talking about nursing, our journey since we were students up to this moment. Where are my manners? I have a guest today. Her name is Rosaline. She has been my best friend for a long time, I think. And yeah, today we're just going to be doing that. And of course, the key thing is our foreheads. We have to address them. I don't know what happened. I think it's genetic, right?
Yeah.
They are so big. I think sometimes you can actually use face as a mirror when you're applying makeup. Next time, tell me to zoom in so that you do that. On a more serious note, what inspired you to become a nurse?
So since childhood,
Yeah.
I've really had this envy for nurses, the way they carry out themselves, their uniform, and the epaulette they used to wear. You guys, those things were mwah. I usually love the way they carry themselves, and then the needles used to fascinate me. Not the pricking part, but the way they handled the stuff, you know.
Hey, yeah. Talking about the epaulets, where did these things go? Why were they banned, by the way?
I don't know. Those things were amazing. They usually looked cute on nurses, right?
Yeah. They used to put. Oh, I know what happened there. In Kenya, they said that the epaulets used to distinguish between students and the staff. And if you are a student, they would actually they were able to tell that you're first year or you're second year or you're third year. And students would get a lot of intimidation from patients. At least that is what I think I heard, by the way. Yeah, that's why they were ruled out. To answer that question, I became a nurse because of, I think, my mom. She has been my major inspiration to that. And my aunt, my aunt has been a nurse. I think she retired the other day. And I used to love the way she carried herself. There's usually that way that nurses do their things, you know. They are clean, tidy. I don't know. There's just something about nurses. And my mom, she's been chronically ill for a couple of years. And I thought to, maybe become more qualified and attend to her as a qualified person and help other people that were struggling with the same issues, you know. So I would say that is what motivated me. What is motivating you to take this course as a nurse? Or why did you become a nurse? Do you know the answers to that? And by the way, this is one of the most asked interview questions, by the way. Somebody is going to ask you that in an interview setting.
So how did you get to college?
I was placed by, I think, a board called KUCCPS. KUCCPS. Yeah, I think I just did the online application through them, and they placed me quite far away from my home. And how did you?
Personally, it was easy for me to get there because the cluster points were a bit, I think my cluster points were okay. So it was still KUCCPS.
Yeah.
And people are really struggling with being enrolled by this thing. The cluster points were really high for maybe English, was it English? Mathematics, biology and chemistry.
Yeah.
So people are really struggling. So I would say it was a bit easy for you also.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that is how we got.
Yeah, I think actually KUCCPS has made it more easy for people to go to school, because back in the day you'd even find people bribing to get into KMTC, Kenya Medical Training College. It was so hard to get to those schools, by the way. It is not as easy as it is today. So at this point, we're going to talk about our college experiences.
The good ones or the bad ones?
Oh my
God. Guys!
I think you're going to do all of them. I don't know where we start. Probably something bad, and then we talk with the good ones. Yeah, so I'm going to ask you first.
Oh my goodness.
What happened to you in college that was so bad? What are those experiences that were so bad that you remember up to this moment?
So my first assessment, I know my group knows this one. My first, I wasn't even, the teacher didn't do my first assessment actually, because I don't know, I was having some issues at home, so I just picked up the phone to go call my mom, and then I was called out my name. I was supposed to go for the assessment. Shock delete, I was not available. And the teacher tells me what? You know what? Msichana, sitakaa hapa nikikungoja. This assessment is over. You'll do it when you're done with college.
Oh my God.
What are those?
That was a hard one.
What are those?
That was a
Plus
hard
the
one.
heartbreaks. You know the heartbreaks in college.
Jesus.
You guys, the heartbreaks. Like you get the first love, then
and then usually it seems like, oh no, it's college. I've gotten someone. I have someone. This might be it.
I'm free. I can do anything. I'm far from home. Blah blah
Yeah. So the heartbreak that is usually awaiting you. At hizo press ups zinakuwa zinafanywa kimsori.
It was bad. It was bad.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Plus waiting for the exams. The Nursing Council of Kenya and final qualification.
Yeah.
Plus what's with the uniform, you guys? What's
Oh
with
my
the uniform?
God.
Like seriously. Tutavaa uniform hadi lini?
I don't know, but the uniform bit is the worst, by the way. It's usually the worst. That blue thing.
I also had tafis. Babe, I usually even had tafis and white socks. Guys.
And then you think you are doing okay, you go and then you go to the ward, and then the in-charge tells you to put off the socks, you're carrying the microorganisms. The uniform is so confusing sometimes.
I know.
Because what? I don't know.
We are still doing the uniforms though.
And then that bit of assessment, I have seen. I think nowadays assessments are so easy.
Yeah.
Back in our days, you see the way the lecturer comes in and then you start the assessment. Wacha tu afanye hivi kwa dirisha or somewhere, just anywhere, like swipe tu kidogo tu, alafu like the fingers come off with dust. You're done.
Yeah. They disqualify the assessment for
everybody.
The pettiest reason they could find.
And finding these guys in KMTC, if you're studying in the private schools, finding your lecturers is so easy.
Yeah.
Finding these lecturers in KMTC is the hardest thing. You don't know where they live. You have no idea when they come back to school. So you stay there waiting for your assessment. And you have to, even if it is K 1, you're not going to graduate until you've done that assessment. So you find some niggas there are doing the K 1 and they're in the last year before they graduate. Yeah, it was so hard, by the way.
So what about you? What was your worst experience in college?
Oh my God. Are you saying experience or experiences? Because what?
Where?
So guys, I think when I was in, is it second year? I think it's second year or that year. There was a Mrs. campaign going on. She's laughing because she knows. So we went. Nilikuwa for the famous group 1. Manze, my guys here from group 1. Hey, I was their group
and
leader.
And then you are being paid for that.
Like
10 Gs.
Yeah, 10 Gs.
That was a lot of money.
That was a lot of money. So we were in the pediatric rotation. So I went and asked for permission from the in-charge. Hey, in-charge akamua aje, they are not giving us the permission to go for the campaign. We said
money, 10,000.
Money. Sisi ni nani? Nayo. Hiyo place ilikuwa inaitwa what? I can't remember by the way. But it was somewhere. Is it Bukembe? Yeah, somewhere in Western where we studied. Let me tell you guys, the problems that arose from that. We ate that money with a lot of problems, but there was no fun. We were punished big time. So we didn't go for our holidays. To cut the long story short, I don't even think we celebrated our Christmas.
You didn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
Your
go.
Group didn't.
We didn't go. And then I think the devil was actually after me.
And she was the leader.
Yeah, I was the leader. And then the devil
culprit
after me. I got sick. You know, it's the time that I got sick, and then I was supposed to go to theater, and then I go to theater, and then my surgery was cancelled. I have never seen problems follow me like that. And then even in when we were going for the campaign, something bad happened to me in the campaign, by the way. I don't know, there was a small thing we did with my partner. Non-professional issues. There was something I'm not going to tell you what we did. I don't want you to hold that against me. Well, but we paid for that big time. The good thing is that we still got our money and we learned. even today, even if I was very free and idle in my nursing station, I would never do that thing that I did there. You see how you are free and then you think, I can do something that is not professional. Stop looking at my hair.
No, I'm not even looking at your hair. You know, the most amazing part was you weren't even afraid of the surgery. You were just afraid of the procedure of being catheter insertion. That was the only thing that was scaring you. I was like, the surgery isn't even...
The surgery was not scaring me. The doctors are the ones that were afraid of the surgery because apparently this place is very delicate. I had submandibular abscess or something. It was here.
And then you're here asking, naekwa catheter kweli?
I think catheter...
Really?
No, let me tell you. I think I've even seen patients complain about it. And then there was a nurse who had undergone CS. A cesarean section. So after undergoing cesarean section, I think the catheter is supposed to be taken off
24 hours.
Within 24 hours. We are not supposed to 24 hours. Immediately, I think within 6 hours, endo alijian balloon. But then she's on who alienda kachukua nini syringe na kajian balloon akatoa catheter.
I think it's itchy or something.
It's either it's itchy or very painful. You imagine like your ureterometers is not so big and it's not used to be wekwa vitu kondani, and then somebody does that. It's very uncomfortable.
And you get someone who has a grudge on you and she puts a gauge 18.
And then you're done.
Yeah, wow.
You're done. You're done. So I think that was actually my worst experience. I'll never forget that. Group 1, najua pia nyinyi mtaisahau. You're watching this and in that group
Christmas amkukula.
Atukukula Chrissy. Najua mnakumbuka hiyo story. And of course the relationship bit. Kwani ni kesho.
Character development Pro Max.
Manzezo. Kama hujapitia character development kwa college, I don't know. Sijui unangoja kupitia wapi hivi. Oh my god. Yeah, so those were the bad experiences. I don't know, we're going to talk about the good experiences just now. So these are some of the good experiences that we had in our KMTC, Webuye, to be more specific, in western part of the country.
Kwanza, seeing the pan paper, you know, in class 5 you used to be asked, where are the paper produced? Webuye! So we saw the pan paper, by the way it was shut, but
at least we got to see it. It's good that we actually went there when it was shut. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I used to hear there were so many smells coming from the industry when it was functional. Yeah, so there was that, and then there was the culture bits. The culture,
food.
The
food, guys, the food. Anyway, I used to eat. I didn't usually eat omena. That was my first time to eat omena.
Omena. There's what? I don't know what they're called in English. I think sardines or something.
There was omena. There was murenda, guys. There was something called makarange. Was it makarange?
Yeah, you'd put water into them and then eat, right?
Oh my god!
It was a mixture of sugar and what? And wheat or something. Maize flour.
I don't know.
There
was makarange, and then there was, what do you call these guys? There was something so bitter. They used to
managu,
and then the saga. So they used to cook it for like 3 days. They're adding milk, blah blah.
Oh my god, those. I think people from the western part of the country, they usually have the best meals, the most healthy
veggies, and their veggies are nice.
They are just top notch. Because by the time kujo kupika managu, I think I learned from their
me too.
Use of cream, but they ilikuwa fiti. And then obusuma,
even the brown one. Jesus,
it had is it millet, wimbi? It was really amazing. And it's just the way they make it. You just want to eat.
And we took mursik.
Mursik.
The one of that kiosk was called
I can't remember.
I also can't remember. I can't remember. But they were making nice mursik.
And then there was that place we used to buy matumbo. Just below where you used to live.
I can't even remember those names. I can't remember the names. But those guys with their food.
They used to know what they are doing. And then like being near the border, like in Uganda, things used to be so cheap in Western. Things that I buy here in Mount Kenya, like I buy for 500 Kenyan shillings, huku unaweza pata at 1200 shillings, like almost half the price. So it was usually, the culture was good. Culture shock haikuwa mbaya, by the way. it wasn't, especially because we are foodies.
And those guys are polite.
And
Gosh.
oh my god,
Those guys are polite.
they are the sweetest guys alive, by the way.
The way they talk to you, there's not, you see the way you walk in town, mtu tu anakutusi
Watu wananga so exactly. They were so kind, and I don't know,
they're so kind.
Wale watakusalimiana
welcoming, and the name Mai. Oriana.
Oh my God,
I even remember the salams. Ndimlam.
Yeah. I think if I was given an opportunity to work there, maybe I would. I love that place, And then the other part was traveling. Yeah.
Given that you love road trips.
I think the thing that would get to me because of the traveling is motion sickness. It really doesn't sit so well with me. But I used to love the whole corner. Imagine umetoka Mount Kenya all the way to Western, and you would see a lot of sceneries. Alafu hapa kulikuwa na watu wa road trips. Guys, Western kweli? All the way Bungoma, Kakamega,
Bungoma, Kitale, name it, Kisumu. We traveled and it was amazing. But okay, there's this thing that usually shocked me. Okay, I guess we usually had it from people like history. You see, like Disco Matanga. Wow, you guys, that thing was serious. I didn't believe that you can stay with a body.
Oh my god!
In the house, even I think people from this side don't do that.
Things. That was a real culture shock.
So that one really shocked us. Yeah, even after our teacher died. That is when now we experienced the Disco Matanga.
Yeah. You guys. That comes as a bad experience. By the way, we lost 2 teachers. Two students.
That was bad.
But it was really bad.
May their soul rest in peace.
Alafu sasa may their soul manzi wapumzike vyema man.
Yeah.
So that one ya watu kulala na manzi, you guys.
Okay, that one was shocking for us who do mtu it's you don't love mingling with the dead people. Yeah. But I think it's a nice thing. It's like okay, like someone is dead. It's just their soul isn't there, but it's someone you know. That is shocking. Okay, let me just say it's shocking, but I think it's a nice thing or something.
Yeah, you could say it's a nice thing, but for me, I don't know. It oh my god, it would give me I don't know.
But people don't usually believe in those things, but they are there. I would tell you for free they are there. Yeah. And even cars refuse to go when I don't know what blah blah blah. Those things are there for you.
There were so many things.
Maiti hataki kuenda. That is one thing that is true, by the way.
In those places by the it ilikuwa so common. Sijimana kaburi imekataa kuchimbika. Like oh my god.
It's not lies. So it was a bit shocking.
Yeah. That was a major culture shock that you experienced in the other part of Kenya. Yeah? You wanted to say something else?
No.
Okay. Let's go to the next question. Do you want to introduce that part of graduation?
Wow. Okay, graduation was hell for both of us, by the way, guys. So